Hi. In earlier video, we have seen how to raise an AR invoice, that is a customer invoice, and this is the invoice that we have raised. Our customer was Parag Agro Industries LLP, and we have raised an invoice for these two products, that is sunflower half liter pouches and sunflower half liter bottles. So the invoice value of 30,650 plus there were taxes, sales taxes, which is IGST in this case, and this is the invoice value. So in this video, we are going to check the reports, that is the trial balance and as well as stock register, how this entry reflects there. So let's go to the tab of reports and let's click on this entity trial balance and let's download the trial balance. So I'm entering the fiscal year, fiscal period, entity level trial balance. So this is the trial balance. Let's download it to the Excel. Do you want to delete the existing file? Yes, delete, downloaded. So let's go to our download folder. There is a trial balance which is downloaded from the system. Now you can see this 4 series GL. These two are the sales GLs as per this entity chart of account. So this is the sales of sunflower half liter pouches and half liter bottles. You can see 17,000 and as well as 13,650 for these two items, which is matching with this 30,650. So the moment you record the sale, automatically it get posted to trial balance. AIS not only does this, it when this is a sale of materials. So if you are a trading entity, when you buy the goods, you hold these goods in your balance sheet GLs as a stock. But when you actually do the sale, system automatically creates one more entry which is called cost of goods sold, which I'm highlighting here. You can see a GL called cost of goods sold system account. It has recognized a cost of 30,969. So you have income here and you have corresponding cost here. So you had made a net profit of 319. This is because when you have for if you are a trading entity, when you have bought the goods for selling, at that point of time those will be in your balance sheet as a stock. But when you sell those, that is when you raise an invoice, immediately system will recognize the corresponding cost. What was the cost for you for purchasing those items? So and it will recognize that purchase cost here, and then you can at any point of time you can see whether you are actually making profit or loss on those transactions. Similarly, if you are a manufacturing entity, while you are doing a manufacture of work in progress or work in progress converted to the finished goods, those are your stock that would be held on your balance sheet. And the system know what was the cost of your manufacture and what was the cost of those goods. Now when you actually raising the sale, system immediately passes, that is the moment you raise a sale invoice, system will pass an entry for cost of goods sold, and you can see the cost of goods sold for manufacturing entity. So if the sale is around goods, either you are a trading entity or you are a manufacturing entity, immediately system will recognize the cost of those items in your P&L as a cost of goods sold. In this transaction, though I have sold 30,650, but my cost of these items is 30,969. That means I have sold these items lesser than my cost. You can see my, let me sum these two. This is my selling price 30,650, and system is telling that these items for you the cost is 30,969. You have made a loss of 319 on this sale transaction. So now we want to find which item I have made a loss. because I have sold two items. One is half liter pouches and as well as half liter bottles. Which item I have made this loss of 319? In order to find that, let's go to this stock register and download the stock. It is saying you already have a stock register and I deleted and I have downloaded. So let's go to download folder. Stock register is generated. So stock register captures wide range of transactions. One is purchases, sales, manufactured finished goods (WIP), and those WIP are raw materials which is consumed in the process of manufactured. It captures a wide range of transaction. So the transaction now we are interested is the sales. So there are two sale transactions. You can see this is my customer name Parak Agro, and I have sold these two items, sunflower half liter pouches, grade A, and as well as half liter bottles. Pouches and bottles, this is the stock demography when it is manufactured and sold. And this is the item as per the voucher. That means I sold 200 units and as well as 150 units. If I open the sale invoice, you can see 200 units and 150 units. And this is my value. I sold it for 30,650. You can see 30,650. Now there is a purple bar which is created called system calculation. So system automatically calculates what is your cost of goods sold. So it is saying there is a cost of goods sold of 30,969. So you can see at the bottom, or let me put a sum formula. 30,969. So this is the entry 30,969 what system has passed, and it is telling that I made a loss of 319, but I sold two items. How much is my loss? It is saying that for half liter pouches, there is a loss of 664, and whereas bottles there is a profit of 345. One is in minus and one is in plus. Why? Because this item for pouches I have sold at a value of 17,000, but whereas my cost is 17,664. So thereby I have made a loss because my cost is 17,664 while I was selling just at 17,000. So there was a loss of 664. This is INR transaction, INR in this case. But whereas for 150 units, while I sold 150 units, my selling value is 13,650 and my cost is 13,605. So my cost was lower. So there I made a profit of 345. But on pouches, I made a loss of on 200 units. I made a loss of 664. I had made a profit of 345. So the net profit or loss on this invoice is 319. So that is what the system is telling. So in AIS, either you are if you are a trading entity or if you are a manufacturing entity, the moment you recognize an invoice, the moment you raise a sale invoice, the system automatically gives you in your P&L what is your cost of goods sold, so that in P&L it will be matching. So if you have sale, then a corresponding cost will be there, and there will be only net profit or loss that would be recognized in the P&L. And if you want to deep dive how that loss or profit has come, you can download the stock register and you can see by item and by each invoice wise how much of profit or how much of loss you have made. So so that you can, if you are on this first transaction I have made an loss, so what I'll do is I'll correct my price list. So the next time when I'm selling to the new customer, I'll sell uh, at an different price so that I'll make some margin. So yes, will help you in correcting or improving your gross margins, so that you will be selling the products at a right price and you will be making the better margins, both for manufacturing entities and as well as the service entities. So that's it for this video. Thank you.